We are back with Andy Amrhein for part 2 of his winter care items. This time we're focusing on items for your car, your truck, your SUV, scrapers, antifreeze. We need it all, and we may need it this weekend.
It's going to be a busy weekend.
Yes.
That's for sure.
So what's most important, Andy? What do we need?
Snow brushes and washer fluids are, I think, a must. I mean, you're not going to pull away from your driveway if you can't see out of the vehicle. At least you shouldn't be, because you need to be safe on the roads for you and everyone around you. And there's 3 basic washer fluids. There's the blue one, the purple one, the orange one.
Okay,
and
that's the easy way of naming them.
There's actually a pretty big difference with it. They're all going to say 20 below, 30 below, and so forth. So I mean, it's all a glycol base chemical to it, but you know, at 20 below you would think that's going to be fine. Do you really need 30? But it's not just the air temperature, it's when you're squirting out that washer fluid and you're driving and you're going 60 miles per hour into the wind. I mean, that wind chill comes into place, and that's why that blue actually, even though it says 20 below, it still freezes up a lot. And that extra 10 degrees getting into the better solvents, it's huge, and it could really help. But it's not just the temperature with it. When you go from the blue to the purple purple has a cutter. It's made by Cutter, ice cutter, but there's actually a cleaning agent that is put into it. So it's not just melting the ice, it actually is cleaning the windshield at the same time. And when you go even one step up to the orange, this has the Rain-X product that actually puts in it a device that keeps anything from sticking to the windshield again. So it's good, better, best. And with it, it makes a substantial difference using the orange, because yes, it's good to that colder temperature. Yes, it has a cleaning agent in it, but it also puts that invisible coating over the windshield, so the road salt and grime that splashes up just beads and rolls right back off.
I was going to say, that Rain-X is when you get the beads when it's raining, which is so nice to have that coating.
So you use a lot less of the product than you do with this one. So it may be more in price, but you use less because it works quicker, and you don't have to squirt it as often because everything beads and rolls off of it.
I didn't even know the orange existed. I had seen the blue and the purple. Didn't know. What's the difference in price? How much more?
You're talking $2.50, and here you're about $4.
Oh, that's not.
So it's not huge, and when you look at how much less you use, and the purple one's closer to that $4 price point, maybe just a little bit less on it. So it is more, but it's well worth it. And especially getting into the weather where we're having that sleety rain and that ice
we saw yesterday
and so forth, there's things that you really need to get into your car. And there's a windshield de-icer, and this is a product that you can just, it's an aerosol can, you could just spray it right on the windshield, and when you spray it on the windshield itself, it instantly melts all that ice. So yes, you have an ice scraper that you're going to go and scrape the ice off, but if you use this, then you know it's going to make it super easy.
So you can spray this on the ice that's already on your windshield.
And
is that what you're saying?
It instantly melts the ice.
Instantly melts it.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the other is a lock de-icer. Now this is something that if you're get to a point where your locks freeze up, you could just squirt this right into the lock, and it instantly melts the ice that's in the lock, so you can get into it. Now the trick with this one, though, is don't leave it in the car.
Oh yeah, because then you won't be able to get it in.
You're not going to get it in the car because it's there. So keep that in your purse, keep it in your kitchen cabinet or something. But then you get into all these different snow brushes and ice scrapers. And there's ice scrapers that have the heavier teeth for the thick ice, and then the grips there, so that's going to help clear it.
So this is if you have ice.
And that's right. And then you get into the short brushes, but the ones that I like, you know, especially when you're into the trucks and SUVs, is 54 inches.
Whoa, okay.
You know, so you have the snow brush, but it also has the squeegee into it. It also has the ice chippers and so forth on it.
Very nice.
But it's going to be a lot easier to reach, but you don't need to have it that long when you're storing it on your back seat and the trunk or something on it. And one of the newer ones out made by True Temper, it has that double jaw for the heavy ice and the regular ice, but a lot less chance of ever scratching your vehicles because the bristles actually hold gravel and stone and so forth with it. So a lot of times with this, you actually will scratch. With this, you're never going to scratch with it. So it's just newer with it. Last is going to be a shovel.
Okay.
You'll have a collapsible shovel in your car. That way, if you do get stuck and you do need to dig out for your tire or something with it, you have something in the car, the trunk,
because you just never know.
To actually do it. And then from there, the last thing we have is that jump starter. That's if your battery dies.
Right.
You don't have to call AAA. AAA is amazing. We love them. But instead of waiting for them, you have that jump starter in there that's already pre-charged before you put it in the trunk of your car. You just pull it out, attach it to your car battery, and you can instantly jump start your own car with it.
Okay, so I got a jump starter. Then I need to have a scraper of some sort, be it a brush or long one that extends, but some sort, and then most importantly, the windshield washing fluid.
There you go. You're all set.
I hope so. Thanks so much, Andy.
Absolutely.
Of course, our thanks again to Andy Amrhein of Evey True Value Hardware. Andy is a regular PTL contributor.